What is up, everybody? It is your boy Tech Talk with Adrian coming at you guys with another video. I know it's been a while, it's been forever actually. Anyways, fast forward, here we are today. It is 2022, January. I don't even know what day it is. It's February actually. Shoot, dang. What day is it? Today's topic is going to be about Acura, my favorite, and Honda. Snapshots of the new Acura Integra is all over the internet, as you can see behind me over here. Actually on the screen, it's actually the new 2023 Acura Integra. Now, before we play this video by Donut Media, title is What's Going On Acura, I want to give my first impressions on what I think about this upcoming car. Not what I expected. As far as the body style, it just looks like a regular sedan, which in turn upset a lot of people, upset a lot of car enthusiasts. When you hear the word Integra, you think automatically a sports car. Now, when you first saw these snapshots of this 2023 Integra, we're just like, you hear like crickets in the background, question mark, really? First of all, it's a four-door. I know the new thing now is people look for more space and comfortability versus compact. I'm hoping Acura will offer like a two-door coupe, but we'll just have to see. This is just the snapshots of what's to come. I'm pretty sure they're going to offer a Type S model. Going back to my first impressions on this car. Number one, I don't like it at all. You can already tell by my face in the beginning, it's a no-go for me. I want to say credit on the grille. Very sporty, sleek, black, looks good. Headlights look good, but the rest just look like a regular sedan. What can I say? It looks like an ILX from the side view. We're going to play the video in a little bit and we'll see more angles, I guess you want to call it. But Acura did release their new 2022 TLX Type S. Beautiful car. I was hoping to get one this year, at least, hopefully the end of the year, but it's not looking good with the chip shortage. You guys already know. They're saying it could last all the way up to 2023, maybe the end of 2023. Rumors are saying it could go all the way up to 2025 just because manufacturers are trying to catch up their loss in sales. So you're just gonna have to wait it out. The dealer next to my house wanted like 8,000 over asking price MSRP. MSRP is like 53, 55. I'm not gonna pay over 60,000 for a TLX Type S. It's not gonna happen. I could wait. Wifey's car still works. We still have the Magwagon Pilot. So yeah, I'm not sure what the powertrain is on it right now. I think it's a 1.5 turbo liter. I could be wrong. I think it runs on the same platform as the Civic. I don't know too much right now because I didn't read about it. I just saw pictures and just little bits and pieces here and there. So let's play the video. And
a few months ago, Acura unveiled the next generation Integra, a follow-up to one of the most legendary tuner cars.
That's the best Integra, actually. I think the 90s did it right. I actually prefer the 90s Integra versus my car right now. Let's pause this real quick. Let me talk about this. So a lot of you might disagree with me and a lot of you might agree with me, but the 90s cars, the taste for the 90s cars hits a different level. It's amazing. You got the Mark V Supra, you got the RX-7, the FD, you have, you know, just a plethora of cars in the 90s. I don't know if it's because like I just grew up seeing these cars and I just fell in love with it, playing Gran Turismo, watching Fast and the Furious, but I think 90s JDM cars are like hands down the best cars compared to right now. Prove me wrong. Everyone has their own taste, everyone has their own opinion, but for me, 90s JDM wins my heart. And the price of the 90s JDM cars are just going up and up in value. You don't see them going down right now. Right now, it's just shooting up. Like a S2000. S2000 actually is going for crazy money right now. You have like a low mileage I saw on bringatrailer.com. It's sold, I think, record. It was a CR model, the last one, 2008. Yellow, sold for like, I think, 122,000. Crazy. So what I'm saying is, if you want a 90s JDM car, you go out there and buy it right now because it's going to skyrocket in value. I don't know, but I'm just saying. Don't take my word for it because if it actually goes down in value, I don't think so. It's actually not. It's not going to go down in value. If you have a really good condition 90s JDM car, keep it, fix it up, do what you can to make it look nice, make it look good. don't beat it and just like admire it. You know, these cars are beautiful. Nowadays you have all these cars that have so many electronics, so many things wrong with it has its good and its bads, but I'm just saying 90s JDM car all the way. You know, it's simple, sleek, looks good. My dream one day is to own like all the 90s JDM cars.
So today we're going to explore the company's current strategy for staying relevant and answer once and for all, what's going on at Acura?
What is going on in Acura? I want to know that too.
Big thanks to Keeps for sponsoring today's video.
Okay.
We've all welcomed in the new year, so
let's
why
forward
not
through
welcome
this
in the
Keeps.
new you?
I know I need it because I have no more hair.
Guys will experience hair loss by the time they're 35.
Yeah.
But you don't have to be one of them.
Keeps is a subscription service.
Acura senior product planner John Rivers said, quote, "We started with the blank sheet.
There
we
it is
never wanted to
again.
do a retro car. We didn't necessarily want to recreate the past,
2000,
but we wanted
Acura
to create
Integra
something
Type
in
R.
the light
Amazing.
that if the Integra had never went away, how would it have evolved into the lineup? And we think this is it." And to give Acura some credit here, I think in that context, they nailed it. The Integra was canned in the US in 2001. Introduced in 1985,
See, they did offer the four-door models back in the 90s and the 2000s,
The
but
third generation
they did
Peggy
offer
is
the coupe.
probably the
There
one
it is.
people are referring to
The
when
two-door
they say
coupe.
the new one doesn't look like the old one, and it's pretty sick. The Integra was replaced by the new RSX in 2002.
So that's another thing too. A lot of people are upset because, you know, it's a four-door. They automatically think Integra is going to be a coupe or a two-door, just like the last model, the RSX, which I have in the garage right now. Beautiful car, but you know, I think they should still offer a two-door. That's why people are upset, because of the four-door, and it just doesn't look anything like an Integra. It just looks like a regular sedan, like a Civic sedan actually. The new Civics are pretty nice. And the Integras are always like, how should I say, they're always like identical to the Civic. They always have the same platform, the same chassis usually. And they just make their own, they just badge it Acura, and then they have their own styling, their own body lines. But it's pretty much like a Civic, so they win there, I guess. Acura Integra looks like a Civic. But hopefully down the line Acura will change the look of it. I do know when Acura did have like their weird looking grill. I think they call it like the Beak Grill or something. It was like in 2013 or 14 I want to say. It just looked like a beak. Like it just looked like it sticked out, and it just, the whole front grill was covered. That was like one of the generations of Acura that I hated the most. Even though they did have it, I still remained loyal. I still loved Acura. I still loved Honda, but that time I was just turned off. I really don't know what Acura was thinking back then, but I think they're heading in the right direction now. This is what I was talking about earlier. The Beak Grill, not my style at all. I don't know what they were thinking about at that time, but yeah. It's ugly. Look at that. Who would like something like that? If you do, I'm sorry if I offended you at all. I'm sorry. It's just ugly. Just look at it. It's all chrome. It's like half of it's covered. You know, it's just like the Tesla. Like there's no front grille. It's just all one piece. Again, if I offended you about the Tesla having no grille or looking ugly, I'm sorry.
Driving Statler's face. I was 16 in 2009. I had terrible taste. I thought this was appropriate attire to post.
I think we all had terrible taste back then.
Acura's new look was
especially back in the day.
Sales were gaining momentum in the years of the Great Recession. I truly believe the Beak is to blame for the middling position Acura finds itself in today.
The newer
it wasn't just
models,
ugly. It was a sign that
better.
Acura didn't know what it was anymore. The designs might have. Acura finally got rid of the Beak in 2017, following the release of the second-gen NSX.
I feel like every car manufacturer goes through some kind of struggle or through some kind of issue with design. So I ain't totally mad at Acura. I never was totally mad, going back to staying loyal to my roots. And I still will remain loyal, even though I do not really like the new Integra. I'm still going to remain loyal to Acura. It's just how it is. I think they're still heading in the right direction. So with a lot of comments and feedback, I know and I'm sure Acura is going to take it to heart, and they will, you know, continue improving their style. I know it's not what we wanted. It's not what we saw in the pictures. What we saw was the TLX front end, and it was like basically a coupe. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I'll link a picture up here, but it just shocked us when we saw the photos and the release. Let's continue watching this video. I know a lot of you are just like, oh, this guy's just talking a lot.
Online, mind you. And the sales numbers, well, they leveled out. If it wasn't for the freaking pandemic, I think Acura could have. And hey, they weren't lying. The production TLX.
So the TLX actually looked almost replicated, almost looks identical to the prototype when it first came out. So the real TLX Type S is here on the bottom, and then you're looking at the prototype photos on the top. That actually didn't disappoint a lot of people, because when they actually revealed the TLX Type S, it looked very similar to the picture up there. So I can see why people are upset. I still want a TLX Type S.
Type S on sale today looks pretty much identical. Good looking car. The MDX SUV and NSX Supercar are both available in Type S trim. But what does that mean? Is it just a marketing ploy? We've talked about badges that don't mean anything on this show before, but fortunately, Acura is doing their due diligence here. The TLX Type S is more than a second faster to 60 than the base TLX at around 5 seconds, depending on who you ask. At the time of this recording, the RDX Type S hasn't been tested yet, but I'm willing to bet that it's faster than the base as well. The NSX Type S boasts a bigger hybrid battery from Mopower to the 3 electric motors, and the V6 is now outfitted with the turbos from the IMSA Champion GT3 car. The result is 600 combined horsepower.
Wow.
Can I get a clip? Wow. Hell yeah. Acura knows they lost their way with the Beak era cars. They're not afraid to admit it either. In an interview with Motor Trend, Acura Vice President John Akita says, quote, "We went through some growing pains. We knew out of the box what we wanted to be. We were performance driven. We were supposed to be premium. But when Lexus and others got in the game, there was a lot of discussion of what is luxury or what is premium. We went through a stint where we got concerned. Are we doing the right thing? Is this the right thing for business? We're reorienting ourselves to our heritage. What we're working on, it's not a brand new philosophy. It's basically going back to the roots. For 4 years, we've refocused on what our image is all about: performance." Acura is betting big that the Type S badge will bring people back to the brand. That identity that they were looking for so long was right in front of their faces this whole time. And I'm truly glad they've decided to lean back into that tuner identity we associate so strongly with the brand.
The DC2 Type R.
What's Integra's role in all this? It's likely that the base Integra will sell for around $30,000, with the Type S adding a premium on top of that. Now that's not exactly cheap, but it's cheap for an Acura. The Integra was always their entry-level cars for younger buyers. Acura is hoping that they can reel in people like us, because once you buy an Acura, you're pretty likely to buy another one.
True.
Time will tell if this renewed performance philosophy works out for Acura. Reviews of the TLX Type S are mostly positive, so that's a good sign. I think it's pretty safe to say that there will be an Integra Type S, and if reactions to the new Civic Si are any indication, I think it'll be pretty damn good to drive.
There's
even
an
if it doesn't
MDX
really
Type
look
S.
like an Integra.
There's going to be an Integra Type S. Closing thoughts on the Acura Integra 2023. Acura is heading in the right direction. In my opinion, it's still like a no-go. I'm not going to get the first gen Integra. Number one, I don't have the funds for it. It is going to probably start around $30,000, and I can't justify and I can't explain to my wife, hey, let me buy a $30,000 car just to like check it out. One of my family or one of my friends will get it so I can check it out, or maybe hopefully they'll have enough production by then and I can test drive it. But I know Acura for sure is heading still in the right direction. It's just a lot of people are upset because that's not what they expected. I want to say like they expected like a shorter version of the TLX Type S, and they wanted to call it Integra. Like I said, when you first think of Integra, you think of a sports car, and it just doesn't look like a sports car right now. It just looks like a family sedan. But I know a lot of you tuner heads out there are going to make this Integra look awesome. A lot of aftermarket parts, a lot of aftermarket companies are already going to get their hands on it, from suspension to aero kits to exhaust to wheels, you name it. It's just gonna it's not what we expected, and that's why a lot of people are upset right now. But I think we're still heading in the right direction. You know, it's not for everyone. Hopefully later on, Acura will listen to all our comments, all our voices and concerns, and turn it around and make it look something more like a shorter version of the TLX is what I'm trying to get at. I actually gonna put out some more videos hopefully soon in the next coming weeks. I did order some parts for the RSX Integra. Let's get it up and running again. This is my budget car right now because it is paid off. Ooh. My first car in 2006, I did talk about it in one of my videos. If you haven't seen it, go check it out down below. It's where I talked with Mr. Miyata. Shout out to Mr. Miyata, to you for lending me this webcam and hooking me up with all this stuff so I can do this reaction video. You're the best. Check out his channel. Mr. Miyata, he has a lot of content about Miyatas, as you can tell in his name. Yeah, I love you. Thank you for so much for letting me borrow or lend me this webcam. Anyways, hope you guys stick around. If you new to the channel, if you're just browsing, thank you for staying. Thank you for watching this whole video. It means a lot to me. Stick around. Hopefully we'll get up some more videos for you guys. I have more content coming. We're going to be working on the DC5. If you guys are waiting for the pilot, I'm sorry. I apologize. Things didn't go as planned. I know a lot of you guys know parts for the cars went up. Actually, everything right now is up. Inflation sucks. You know, the wheels that I wanted went up, and then it just threw off my budget. A lot of the parts for it went up too. So, and then the shipping delays, I didn't want to wait like weeks for it. I didn't want to throw down money and then have to wait. I don't know. Anyways, so what we're gonna do in the meantime is we're gonna get the DC5 back up and running. You know, we're gonna start out with changing the power steering. I thought the alternator was bad. It's actually pretty good. So we'll change out the tensioner pulley, the alternator. We're gonna put a new serpentine belt, change the oil for you guys. Probably even change the transmission fluid because I don't even remember the last time I changed it. Eventually, hopefully if things go planned, we're gonna swap out the motor, but that's further down the road. Like I said, my family always comes first, so it's hard to budget when you have a family and then, you know, you have a lot of things going on. So I'm hoping to just work on it slowly and just get it back up and running for you guys, and you guys enjoy content, because, you know, there's not a lot of RSX out there anymore. It makes me sad. I'm just kidding. But when I do see another RSX or DC5, it makes me miss mine even more, and I'm glad and happy that I have one in the garage. And that being said, like I said earlier, if you're looking or contemplating about getting an Acura or any other car, like an older car, just do it. If it's in good condition, the body's good, there's no rust, there's no dent, there's no holes on the floor, just grab it, go get it. I know right now is not the best time to buy a car because everything's up right now, but try to get the best deal you can, because the prices of the cars, especially the older JDM cars, are going up. It's on the rise right now, and I kind of kicked myself in the butt for not buying one back then because prices are insane. To get like a Supra or to get a FD RX-7 and NSX, I could have gotten an NSX back then. It would have been paid off by now, and the price for the NSX is like, some of them are even higher than the newer NSX models. But anyways, thank you guys for staying. Thank you guys for watching till the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave some comments down below. Negative feedback is not allowed. I'm just kidding. If you guys have some feedback for me, what you liked, what you didn't like, I'm sorry if I didn't make any sense sometimes, but you know, this is where I'm learning from you guys, what you guys like and what you don't like. And if I did make a mistake, I did make a mistake in some parts. So just bear with me. It's been a long day. You know, I do enjoy talking to you guys and seeing your comments and seeing your feedbacks. I'll try to respond as quick as I can with the comments and feedbacks. Till the next time, thank you guys so much. Peace out.